If you're part of the natural hair or curly hair community, I'm sure you've heard of the term porosity. But in this video, we're going to talk about, does porosity actually matter when it comes to hair care and products? What's up people, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Kiki and I do all things curly hair tips, product reviews and styling. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the topic of porosity and whether it actually matters for curly and natural hair. What is porosity? So porosity actually refers to how well the hair absorbs and retains moisture. For example, water. Hair can be categorised into 3 different types of porosities: high porosity, medium porosity and low porosity. Both of the extremes, high and low porosity, are where we start to see a little bit of difficulty in terms of maintaining healthy and moisturised hair. Medium porosity is the easiest porosity to look after because it really doesn't matter too much where you go in terms of your hair care practices and your product selections. Porosity is not set. It is, however, determined by genetics, but it can change over time. These changes can occur from chemical treatments, heat and styling, and environmental changes. For example, if you dye your hair, if you straighten your hair a lot, or if you relax your hair, these are some of the things that can alter your hair's porosity. Does porosity actually matter when it comes to hair care? I believe that porosity matters to an extent when it comes to hair care, especially when we are looking and working with low porosity hair, and this is particularly referencing its absorption with water. Hopefully if you have low porosity hair, you will be aware of the fact that it does take a little bit of extra work when getting products into the hair and getting the hair to be nice and moisturised. And often, low porosity hair curlies will use warm water to do this. But that doesn't mean to say that medium hair porosity and high porosity hair will not benefit from using warm water. So in this case, I believe that porosity doesn't matter when it comes to using water, because all hair porosities can benefit from using warm water. In terms of product application, we have the LCO method and the LOC method. The LCO method is applying a leave-in cream and then oil, and then the LOC method, which is the lock method, is applying the leave-in oil and then cream. Both of these methods are effective for low and high porosities, but this method is also coming into question a little bit more with the natural hair community, in the sense where oils and heavy creams are not really being regarded as a positive way of maintaining healthy hair due to the heaviness of the products and them almost creating a barrier for moisture and water to be able to penetrate into the hair. So that LOC method / LCO method is a little bit of a touchy subject as well. I did used to use both of these methods, but I have now also moved away from using too much product and too much oil. I will only now just focus on the scalp for oiling. In terms of porosity, again, I'm not sure whether the LOC or the LCO method is an effective way of moisturising and hydrating low porosity hair, and this is only due to this method in general creating such a heavy build-up on the hair shaft, when I personally believe that we don't need that much product on our hair. And if we do need that much product on our hair to keep it moisturised, it's probably something that you are missing during the shampoo and conditioning phases of your wash day. That is meaning that your hair is not able to last 2, 3 or even 4 days without you having to moisturise it every single day, because ultimately we shouldn't need to moisturise our hair every single day if you're doing a really good job of shampooing and conditioning. Does porosity matter when it comes to product selection? This is a huge one because in the past I have done a lot of review videos based on porosity, and now as I'm learning a little bit more about porosity and ingredients myself, I'm moving away from doing those yes and no type videos for porosity, because I do not feel that all porosities will benefit from one style of product and one product selection type. If you have low porosity hair, it does not necessarily mean your hair will be sensitive to protein. Therefore, it's not effective to just write off one whole product line because it contains a little bit of wheat protein. Your hair might actually benefit from having protein in that product. On the other hand, when it comes to high porosity, we should not also just be focusing on products with protein in them. Protein is really effective for building and strengthening the hair, but too much of it can dry our hair out. And if you have high porosity hair, the chances are your hair will probably be a little bit dry anyway. So a balance of moisture and protein-based products are the best way to make sure your hair is healthy and balanced and gets the best of both worlds. Although if you do have low porosity hair and you know your hair is sensitive to protein, then that will be a beneficial factor for you, because you can know that you can avoid certain types of products that do contain protein ingredients within them. So overall, I believe that porosity does not matter as much as I once thought it did when it comes to hair care and hair care products. I think a number of factors should be taken into consideration for the best practices and the best product selections for your hair. And some of these are hair density, strand type, whether your hair is dry or damaged, not just what type of porosity you have. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on porosity, and does it matter to you, or does it not matter as much as you once thought it did? And I will see you in the next video.